the food reviews must go on. So going to this restaurant, I don't know the name. It's close to the station over there. So I saw on the front they got tteokbokki, so it's like rice cake marinated in a sauce there. So let's dive in. Rice cakes marinated. Ooh. Onion. And they got this set up here. Oh, jeez. See how it is? And they also the host gave a complimentary like soup here as well. First bite, see how it is. And I think this is like tofu skin. Nice dish to warm you up, especially in the thick of winter here in Korea. It's like this peninsula. Yeah, I think this like fish skin or tofu skin, nice complimentary item with these rice cakes. Reminds me a lot like ravioli.
요새 CJ 교육생들이 들어오는가 봐요. 오늘 해가지고 나오네. 애들이. 추운 데서 다 지방이 좋아하니까.
우리에 가니까 대목이 되겠나요?
그러니까. 추운 데서 좋아해야지 본인가 가겠다.
소문에도 와야지.
거기가 있는다고? 아, 거기가, 그러니까 여기 온다는 얘기야. 여기 온다는 얘기야. 되게 아니지 마지막이잖아.
They really give a big portion of this as well.
이게 소식이 없으니까 몰라. 맨날 혼나지. 혼나면서 맨날 소식 써. 혼나면서 써.
It's not too spicy.
못 먹어?
아니 죄송한데 이거 선물이
뭐야? 빠졌어요? 빠졌어? 잠깐. 그러니까. 내 딸처럼 주머니가 뭐 잊어버리다 그래요. 털이 씻는다. 주머니가 꼭 잊어버리면 안 돼. 그래. 이런 낮으니까. 그리고 깨다가 아니 손에 하나 있어. 아니 근데 걔는 주머니가 아니라 손을 이제 여기다 놓는데 하나 흘려서 손대 설렸대. 와. 대박이다. 끼지도 못하고 한 짝이 만 원짜리 한 짝이 15,000원. 아 이거 네 것처럼 안 따뜻해. 그냥 흰색이 그래야. 너무 속상해서 그 사지 말라고 취소했는데 얘가 와버렸어. 하루 만에 와버린 거야. 분명 취소를 신청했는데 이것들이 안 받아. 안 나오고. 결국 잊어버리는 훨씬 거지.
It's crazy cold here.
넣어야 되는 언니가 보니까 맛있어. 사진 하나 찍어야겠다. 친구가 사진 먹으려고 김밥을 샀지. 딱 두 개는 좋은데.
Meal was nice and warming. Anyways, I will recap my thoughts of the tteokbokki and the, I believe this is a fish broth soup. Stay tuned for my thoughts of that. Jet, this is their setup here. Anyways, I'll recap my thoughts of the food. Menu. Shay here. This is the outro video of eating a wholesome meal in Seoul, South Korea. So I'm not gonna post the videos leading up to this video because it's just very backwards. It's very time consuming. I had like some drama in relation to the Wi-Fi pod that I ended up renting at the airport, and nothing seemed to work, so I was only bound to Wi-Fi at certain select locations, which is kind of stressful, especially while traveling abroad. I was bound to like Starbucks, my accommodation, and yeah, it was kind of weird how things ended up working. So I ultimately was in the area, and I stumbled upon a mom and pop shop where they were selling quite a few interesting goodies here in this mom and pop shop. Predominantly, I was drawn to the tteokbokki, which is like rice cakes marinated in like a tomatoes like base or something like that. There was also a fish broth. So just thinking back, Koreans, they really like to kind of utilize that like warm fish broth, the kind of like soup, and they just slurp that to kind of like get a filling factor with like a vegetarian dish. Ultimately as well, there's like another video coming later on in the series where they soak like a tofu skin with it as well. So they really know how to kind of like spare no waste when it comes to food products, which is good. I found like the meal to be very wholesome, very hearty, very delicious, and the tteokbokki was very inexpensive as well. You'll probably hear me speak more often than not that Korea is quite the cold country. I would not recommend going in November, December, January, February, and March, just because it's really cold. It's colder than Canada. There's like a lot of contributing factors. I didn't bring a jacket. It was really cold. So I have that like complaining hat on throughout this series. The transit's pretty solid. The food, I found the fried chicken to be pretty good. Although I got more bone in versus boneless. But yeah, very off topic. But yeah, the tteokbokki, very wholesome, very hearty, and the fish broth, although it was very like fishy, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I can definitely see how it's a nice warming factor there. In terms of a rating, I would give it a solid like 7.5. It's like an average like hearty meal. I could see myself eating that like when it's cold, which is nice. Yeah, I don't know. It was like spicy. It was like nice and chewy. But yeah, I'll kind of leave it at that. 7.5. It's a mom and pop shop. You have to kind of support these little kind of like vendors here, and thankfully as well as like indoor. But yeah, their setup was kind of a little like small. There's like a heater like nearby, and when you open the door, it's like the draft comes in, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, hope you're enjoying the Seoul series in Seoul, South Korea, and catch you in the next video. 7.5 for the tteokbokki, and the fish broth on the side was like a little on the fishy side, but it's nice and binds everything together to give it a nice wholesome meal. Anyways, take care, signing off, and bye for now.